she's a doctor. She's a psychiatrist, and the scientific primary peer-reviewed literature. Bro, why are you laughing?
Sorry, this man looks like he just died for our sins.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, bro. Damn, bro.
I wasn't gonna laugh, and then he laughed, and I couldn't hold it in.
No, what happened?
Just the voice crack.
Yo, I slept 2 hours last night, and my voice does that when I'm
good,
low
bro.
T.
It was so perfect, bro. I loved it.
It is what it is, bro. But just because it's T3M, bro, for y'all, we ain't gonna start again. Let's get it done. As I was saying before, this man choked in his own piece. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the T3M podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about Jinn kind, shaitan, shayateen. And I'm going to let Rami steal the floor for now.
Right. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, before there was man, before we existed, before our ancestors existed, before Adam alayhi salam, there was a creation named the Jinn kind. And people might say, okay, these are demons or they're ghosts or like all this stuff, but they're Jinn. And we're going to talk about what they are. So the same way we are created from clay, from dirt, and other things that Allah mentions in the Quran, but mainly dirt is what we're made of, right? That's what Allah, that's like the main thing that people usually talk about. We come from dirt, we go back to dirt, so on and so forth. The Jinn are made from a smokeless fire, right? They're made from a smokeless fire. And Allah created them first, and Allah created them similar to us in the sense that they have free will. They could choose to do what they want to do and so on and so forth. And they were put on the earth before we were. So with the Jinn, there were, prophets and messengers and people that were sent from the Jinn. And that, as far as I know, I believe there are, people sent. And there were good ones and bad ones, because with free will, you have good and bad.
There's also neutral ones, right?
What do you mean by neutral?
Like good, bad, and neutral.
I don't know.
Ones that are neither good nor bad, bro. They're just out here doing them.
Yeah, this man said, what do you mean by that? You said good, bad, and neutral.
To be honest, I mean, would you say that mankind could be good, bad, or neutral in the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, then if you look at it like that, then I guess you could say, but I mean, it's up to Allah at the end of the day to judge who's actually good, who's actually bad. But my point is, they do good, they can do bad, they can do more good than bad, or they can do more bad than good. I think it's really hard to have a perfectly equal amount of good and bad, because Allah knows best at the end of the day. But yeah, so they had their wars and their problems and their issues and all of that, and they caused mischief and corruption on the earth and problems and all of that. And then later on, and this is where we're moving into Iblees. Actually, let me talk about Iblees first, because Iblees was one of the Jinn. We mentioned, I think, before, he's one of the Jinn, and he was basically the best of the Jinn. He was the highest. He was the greatest of the Jinn, because he obeyed Allah to like the absolute highest potential he had. And Allah raised him to the ranks of the angels. Allah allowed him to be in Jannah, in heaven with the angels, rather than on earth. And over time, he was the big cat, right? He was the big dog. He had that arrogance to him, but it didn't come out until later on, until Allah announced that he will put another creation on the earth. And he created the body of Adam alayhi salam. And now Iblis is beginning to think like, what the hell? It's like a child. When another child is born, they're like, the hell is that thing? Right? They're going to get more attention than me all of a sudden. And all this stuff. So Iblis is looking at Adam alayhi salam before he had life. He was just a body. And he goes around him, and he's like, knocking on his body and going through it and in and out and observing him and seeing what he's all about and seeing he's made from dirt and all this stuff. And then Allah gives life to Adam alayhi salam, and he commands all the angels and everyone in the heavens, so that includes Iblis, to prostrate to Adam out of respect, obviously, for Allah's new creation. And Allah says, everyone bowed, all the angels, everybody bowed except Iblis. And then Allah asks, like, why did you disobey? Basically, he asks, why did you disobey? And he says, I'm better than him. You made me from fire, you made him from dirt. I'm not going to prostrate to someone like that. And he disobeyed Allah in that. And it was arrogance, right? It was ingratitude and arrogance that he had. And then Allah said, you're expelled. You're an accursed person. You're expelled. Get down from here. And then he made the promise to show that humans, mankind, are ungrateful the same way he was, right? They're not.
Pause. There's something
really
beautiful.
Paused, bro.
Application to Allah.
Yeah.
Did I freeze?
Bro, you said you froze and then Fire was like pause and you literally just stayed there, bro.
All right, listen. I was gonna throw in there something beautiful there that Allah was like, "Were you always ungrateful?" And what? I'm gonna let you say it because you're the one that taught me that, bro. It was wonderful.
He said, I'll talk about the opposite of arrogance in a bit. But Allah asked, did you just become arrogant, or were you always proud? Were you always arrogant? Did it just happen now, or did you always have it with you? And that's the thing. It's like, obviously it's something that developed over time. Did I freeze again or what?
Nah, bro. I'm just laughing at what this man said. What? I literally said pause, bro, and you lagged for like 15 seconds.
I thought it was good, to be honest. I didn't even realize, subhanAllah. That's how out of it I am. But that's a T3M highlight right there, inshallah. But
you gotta put your glasses on, bro. That's why.
You started slipping after that, eh?
Yeah. That's facts, man.
They're gonna be like, this man just waits till like half of the episode and just puts it in.
Bismillah, man. Smart
pause,
boy, man. Pause.
Are those actual glasses or are those like the blue light glasses?
Blue light glasses, yeah.
I see you. You.
All right. So back to the story. Bismillah. Before I freeze again. So yeah, Allah asked Iblees, he asked Shaitan, were you always arrogant, or did you just become proud? Did you just become arrogant? And obviously this is something that built up over all the time he was up there and had that status, because or maybe it's the moment
Yo, my bad. I just started laughing at the same thing Faiyad was laughing at, bro. Go ahead. Continue. Continue.
All right. Are you sure? You want to get it out
now? No. You're good.
Okay. Bismillah.
Yo, let's just start this video over, yo.
Why do you keep saying that? We're good.
I'll play.
Okay.
I know. I was gonna be like, this man, bro. Why don't we just delete our whole YouTube channel just for Angel's sake? Let's just start filming every single episode again, bro. Let's do it.
Good idea. We'll start the channel over as the 3 Jahils.
Bismillah.
This man, bro.
All right, fine. Rami, take it away, bro. Take it away.
All right. So, for the third time, hopefully last time.
This man really said 3 Giles, bro. Hey, why'd you make an Instagram group chat and call it the 3 Giles, bro? Knowing we already have an Instagram group chat. Yeah.
Oh, bro, I don't know.
Are you around?
Allah knows best, bro.
I'll give you my word. This is final. Go in, bro.
Yeah, mute yourself, bro. I'm gonna mute myself, bro. So I'm gonna make a fool out of myself.
All right, Bismillah. So, third time, inshallah. All right, for the third time, inshallah, Bismillah. Allah asked Iblis, did you just become arrogant, or were you always arrogant? Were you always proud? Bismillah. And obviously, this is something that could have developed over time. It could have happened as soon as he got up there. But when he saw Adam, alayhi salam, that's when it actually came out. That's when he said, I am better than him. And that's arrogance. That's arrogance because you're disobeying Allah because of something you think. What's the matter with you? And then he actually makes a prayer to Allah. He prays to Allah despite, being in that disobedient state. He asked Allah, at least, preserve me until the day of judgment. And Allah said, you will be preserved until the appointed time, basically until the trumpet's blown and everything else is dead after. And Allah actually, in a way, accepts the dua of Iblis because that's what Allah willed. That's what Allah allowed. And then he has this promise, this eternal, not eternal, but as long as we're alive, this promise to misguide us, except for the chosen few of Allah who are actually good in deeds, who are actually good people that receive the reward of Allah, and those who are actually grateful to Allah. And that's basically how Iblis, the Jinn, became Shaitan, the Jinn. And from then, generation by generation, person to person, he and his little shayateen, because there's the Shaitan, the Iblis Shaitan, and then his little devils that go in and try and get people off the path. And it's just been all of mankind. Shaitan has been trying to misguide us. And again, as we mentioned, he is from amongst the Jinn kind.
Yo, question for you, bro. How long How long these dudes live, man? Or is this dude just gonna be alive for the rest of time until it's the day of judgment?
Not until the day of judgment, but until Allah commands the angel Israfil alayhi salam to blow the horn, which is starting basically the day of judgment, or basically the first time the horn is blown, everything dies, and I believe Shaitan will die as well. That's the appointed time, and then the horn is blown again, everything will come back, and he will come back again, and then he will be judged just like everybody else.
But this dude's still kicking it?
Yeah.
1,400, even more than 1,400 years in, he's still kicking it.
Tens of thousands of years, maybe even hundreds of thousands. Allahu alam, because the jinn were alive before mankind was. So
apparently, there's 3 times as many jinn as humans.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Subhanallah.
Damn.
All right.
But yeah, man. Speaking of jinn, as much as we want to go in, personal experiences aside, some of y'all might have.
Let me say real quick before you even go in. Let me say what I had said before we started the podcast. And that is, if anyone's like wanting us to go in on the details of like jinn experiences, I've had jinn experiences. Faiyad has had jinn experiences. Rami has had homosexual experiences. Not any jinn experiences, but some homosexual experiences. Halal, by the way, halal. It was all mental, not physical. We can't explain, or we can't not explain, but we can't say the details. And the reason for that is because even though we are not in that state anymore, because when you experience a jinn encounter, I go as far as to say that like that's your vibration, that's your frequency, that's like bringing that in. Like if you're afraid, if you're weak, you're going to literally be the odd one out. It's like if there's a pack of animals, there's a lion hunting these animals. The lion's gonna go after the straggler, the one that's lagging behind, the weak one, the one that's like out in the open, that's vulnerable. So if someone has an experience like this, it's because you were in a vulnerable place. And while you may not be in that place anymore, when you're saying the details of the time where you had that experience, that's not only bringing you back into that state of being, but it's also bringing everyone else who's listening to you into that state of being. It's like when we were kids and we would hear a scary story or a ghost story, and it would just make us that much more scared, that much more susceptible, and just we start seeing and hearing things. So for that sake, we're not going to get into details, but before I even continue my rant, Faiyad, continue, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. For any of y'all peeps that have had any type of experiences with jinn encounters, again, you don't need to tell us about it. Just know if you have had in the past, if you're currently going through anything, or if in the future you do, let me give you guys some scientific literature on this, all right? I will definitely post. I know we always say this, but we never do. Your feedback has been heard, T3M fam, so I will link it in the description, this actual study, if I don't comment down below and remind me, but I highly doubt it's going to happen this time. Anyway, Bismillah. So there's been a study conducted by some lady. She's a PhD. She's a Muslim. I'm pretty sure she's a doctor. She's a psychiatrist. And the scientific primary peer-reviewed literature. Bro, why are you laughing?
Sorry, this man looks like he just died for our sins.
Yo, why you had to put it like that, bro? You're gonna hurt all the Christians.
Bro, I thought it.
There's no Christians watching this.
Yeah, you know damn well there ain't no Christians watching this. Anyway,
there's a few.
Yeah, I see one right now, bro. And I think it was called Ruqya and Jinn treatment, or Jinn possession treatment. And I shared this with Brother Rami a couple weeks ago. So yeah, Rami, remind me, go a little bit into Ruqya and exorcisms and all of that in a bit after I'm done and Angel's done his rant. I still don't know what this man is doing, bro. But anyway, Bismillah.
Yes.
So bro.
Okay, cool, bro.
I
know, mute yourself, man.
Rami, Faiyad's trying to talk, bro, and then you just jumped in. You're like, all right, Bismillah. Bro,
I thought he was done. I'm sorry. All right.
Listen.
No, I'm not gonna mute myself. Go ahead.
we got in this physical dimension. If you're just speaking about chemistry, we got ions. All right. So an ion, we got atoms. Atoms have a specific charge. It's a neutral charge, right? Not positive, not negative. Ion just means all the electrons it has, it either has a surplus or a deficit. If it has a surplus, it has a negative charge and it's called an anion. If it has a positive charge, it has a deficit and it's called a cation. Now, don't worry too much about what these names are. Bear with me. So, Jinn, based on this scientific literature that this doctor posted, this psychiatrist posted, she found out there were a ton of different key takeaways from this, and a lot of y'all can definitely get value from this. And may Allah help guide you to utilize these and protect you from Jinn kind. Let's go into it. So, Jinn love, and they absolutely love, positively charged ions. So they love cations. Anytime you have anything like a TV, electronics, radio equipment, static, appliances, phones, laptops, they have a current. They're electronics. So electrons are busy doing that thing. They got a surplus of positively charged anions or positively charged ions, which are cations. And you got Jinn, shaitan, shayateen, they love that. So they're going to flock to this, all right? So they love things like this. They love alcohol. They love things like tight, closed spaces. They love air conditioning. They love heating, anything like that that's not natural. So HVAC, all right? They absolutely hate anything that has negative charge ions, so anions. They cannot stand that. So from my experiences, without getting too in-depth, how I got my room. I'm not gonna say how I got all the Jinn out of my room, bro. While there's Jahils over here hanging out. How I got that was I got myself this thing called a Himalayan salt lamp or a pink salt lamp. Y'all have probably seen it. I think Anghels had some experience with one. And I got two in my house. And it's just a normal pink salt lamp. And what happens is when you put a light bulb, the light bulb heats up the salt, the rock salt, and that literally ionizes the crystals and the mineral ions on the surface. This man, bro.
Continue, bro.
And you got that just dispensed into the air. And you got a negative
ions.
Anion surrounding. Now, you got a lot of interesting studies, co-studies from this. You got people saying, oh, use of negative ion treatment or pink salt lamp increases happiness, increases subjective well-being, increases satisfactory subjective, affect. It increases positivity. Bro, it just takes away these Jinn, but they don't know any better. So you got these things that completely remove Jinn. I did this, it completely made my room cool. Another thing they hate, aside from negative anions, which are found in these using Himalayan salt lamps, they hate the environment after a thunderstorm. So if you guys can think of an environment right after a rain, bro, I look at Rami, bro, this man's trying extra hard to hold it in, bro. I know he's trying to just lose it all again, but we probably won't. Bro, you've never looked more Puerto Rican. Let me just get that out there.
Who, Rami?
You, bro.
I look Puerto Rican right now. That's because I am Puerto Rican, bro. I thought you were putting up your hands like you wanted to fight. I was like, bro, I am not near you. I cannot fight you right now.
I thought you were coming to Toronto, bro.
Yeah, I am soon, bro. I'm going to get my ticket so I can fight you and I can break Rami's ankles, bro. Damn, I'm literally...
humiliation.
Bro, I'm literally coming to Toronto to show both y'all up. Yo, I'm going to start a GoFundMe just for this.
I bet.
All right.
Let's get back to it, guys.
Getting kicked off the show. Sorry, go on.
So, bro, you good, bro. So, those are some of the things. Click the link down below. Read that peer-reviewed journal article. Find out some things here and there. But Ruqya. Ruqya is basically an exorcism where you get Jinn, shayateen, all of them out. Once they've already done a possession of your body and you are possessed with these Jinn. So once you do a Ruqya, they found tremendous findings. And guys, this isn't some like brown auntie saying this. This is literally like a psychiatrist. This is a peer-reviewed American Medical Association journal article. And there's been cases with infertility where couples couldn't have a kid and they were trying to be expecting, but they couldn't conceive. And after doing Ruqya treatment, what do you know, bro? they conceived easily. And these are couples that have been trying for, I think, upwards of 15 plus years, which is nuts. And it goes to show that they really got in the way of that. A couple other things that is worth noting, aside from electronics and things they love, and closed spaces, HVAC, they really love blood. Just something to put out there. Particularly menstrual blood. That's what it said in the article, if not another one. Also goes to show why performing the natural obligation when a girl is on her menses is impermissible. I'm not saying X equals Y, but you guys know what I mean.
Yo, but hold up. Clarify it for the women's watching this, because they're probably going to be like, I have my period once a month. Does this mean that I am susceptible? There you go, clarified. Why don't you go a little more into detail for them?
I was going to say no. Y'all susceptible 24/7. It goes out to men too. No, this is a PSA to everyone, man. Just at the end of the day, we're all susceptible 24/7. But as Anghel said, the biggest thing we can do is not lower our vibration. In more, I guess, terms I would use is the more you fear anything, jinn, shaitan, anything, the more it'll be easier for them to take control of you. Because fear takes you off your center, takes you off your square, takes you off being grounded in your logic. So you are more susceptible to influence through your subconscious by those means.
Facts, bro. There was on Instagram, I forgot her name. She's a
Sonya.
sister. No, this isn't Sonya, bro. We're not talking about this. I'm talking about like a legitimate, she's a sister in the faith. And she was, me and her were talking about this. And I had basically said that, like, you can't be afraid. Basically what you just said right now, you can't be afraid. It lowers your vibrational state. It lowers your state of being. It makes you more susceptible. And it's like, ultimately, jinns are real. You know, like, if you believe in the Creator, if you believe in the Quran, if you believe in the Sunnah, if you believe in the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, then you must believe in jinns, because they are written in there. They are spoken about in there. And it's like, yeah, supposedly we don't hear anything good from the jinns, or about the jinns, I should say. But that doesn't mean you should fear them. At the end of the day, you already know who you should fear. And that's it, bro. Only the Creator. Y'all take it away. Y'all muted, both of you. Or stay muted, that's cool.
I mean, if I'm going to jump in here, inshallah, it's not just when you're angry, it's also when you're sexually aroused and when you're sad. And I believe there's one other state that I'd slip in my mind, but there are videos on this, inshallah. I believe it's in Islamic literature as well. And there was like 4 times when you're like really susceptible. I think when you're sexually aroused, when you're sad, when you're scared. There's another one I got slipping my mind now, but there's a number of them. So Ruqyah Sharia, Ruqyah in Islam, like you mentioned, Faiyad, is exorcism. But the way it's conducted is by there are different methods and different tools that they use, but essentially they're reciting Quran, right? They're reciting the words of Allah, and this is to exorcise or to get rid of the jinn that possess a person, that's like attaching themselves to a person, this, that, the other. And the thing is, not only should we not be scared of them, but we should know that we're actually stronger than them. We're actually stronger than the jinn. And people think that, oh, they can possess us and we can't see them, so we don't know where they are or what's happening. And none of this matters at the end of the day, because they actually, they're very weak compared to us, and they can only come at us in very specific states, right? When we're in very specific states, or we're especially susceptible when we're in specific states. And if you seek refuge and protection from Allah, like reciting Surah Al-Falaq, قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. It is basically seeking refuge in Allah against the creation, that which lingers in the darkness, from the evil they may plot, and also from the Hasad, envy, and from evil eye and people who like blow knots and do black magic and that stuff. So recite that. It's very easy. It's short to memorize, very easy. And a lot of the time when someone does Ruqya Sharia on themselves, they recite Surat Al-Fatiha, Ayat Al-Kursi, and the last 3 chapters of the Quran, Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Falaq, what I just mentioned, and Surah Al-Nas. And this is, inshallah, sufficient enough to protect you, or to even get rid of jinn if they're bothering you, I'll say.
She had mentioned that. And I had someone else mention as well. I think you said it, but Surah Al-Kursi. Did you say that?
Ayat Al-Kursi, yeah.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, y'all shouldn't be afraid of the jinns. I mean, jinns are over here possessing, and you can do the exorcism and stuff like that. But bro, we should flip the script. We should be the ones possessing the jinns. Like, let's start a GoFundMe for that, man. Let's start a whole movement where we actually start possessing the jinns.
I'm down, bro. And at the end of the day, like, it just goes to show.
I take that back, bro. That's haram. We can't possess.
This man. When you look at human beings, bro, mankind can hurt us too. You could damn well step outside and get shot. But you're not here dwelling on that, but you're dwelling on jinn. Both of them have free will. Both of them are creations of Allah. You already know what to do. But kind of ironic, I didn't know that. But in Jannah, if there are any jinn that will make it to Jannah, it's going to be flipped. And they cannot see us, and we get to see them. Rami didn't know about that, did you?
It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, look boy, take them glasses off and you'll understand better.
I wish
look
that.
Look it up, but in the Holy Quran, Allah says that all mankind, jinn can see you from where you cannot see them, or they can see you from where you cannot see them. And it's not like Allah's talking about like, oh, they're like in that little corner, in your little crevice in your bookshelf where you think there's someone. I'm not trying to scare you guys out of here. It's not like physically they're there, but they're here, but they're not of these 3 dimensions. So that's why, we can't see them. But in Jannah, if they do make it, inshallah, when we get there, we get to see them, bro. Probably from where they cannot see us, and they cannot see us. Now, before we go in, if Anghel doesn't have anything to add to this, Rami, go straight into this black magic witchcraft. What is this, man? I know it's one of these major sins, but before properly, coming into Islam, having full, firm conviction, I thought this was just a hoax. I didn't believe in all this voodoo and witchcraft.
Yeah, so actually, to summarize it, because people they have like weird understandings of black magic. Black magic is using the jinn. It's using the jinn to do haram. So let's say a jinn wants to possess a person. Okay, they go, if they're able to, they possess a person. Let's say a human is in contact with the jinn and they send the jinn to go ruin someone's life, make things harder for them, give the, taint them mentally or otherwise, right? Because they can also cause mental illnesses and that stuff. I think that's in the article you were referencing.
That's in the article. So the article also suggests on a side note, Rami, that all of these mental illnesses that we see today, the whole spectrum, is caused by jinn to lesser or greater extent and degree.
All right, jazakallah khair. So yeah, basically, black magic is using the jinn to do haram. And Allah says in the Quran that they sold themselves, their soul, their life, the hereafter for a miserable price, for literally nothing, for nothing. They're ripping themselves off, basically, throwing it all away. Astaghfirullah. And it's haram because it obviously ruins people's lives, and there's no justice when it comes to that, except for in the hereafter when Allah punishes you for it. But basically, there's a few methods they do. I've heard some really weird things, from like voodoo dolls to like cutting off a chicken's head and doing some weird stuff. And
I even heard something like they use your nails, like your fingernails. If they can get a hold of your fingernails or hair, and they want to conduct that, it's a wrap for you.
Yeah. They can take things that they can give you things that are like we'll call it cursed. They'll give you things that they did something to, and if it's in your possession, it could basically have the jinn come to you. Basically, they could take anything that you own, like you said, nails and hair and that stuff. As far as I know, and they can do a whole bunch of weird stuff. And this is haram, and it makes you a disbeliever. No matter what you think, say, or believe, this makes you a disbeliever. It makes you a kafir, and you will be punished for this horribly. It's one of the worst sins in Islam.
I mean,
yeah, it's basically.
What's crazy is that if someone does black magic, bro, like they're not just like, let's say they're trying to curse someone. They're trying to set a curse on someone. Let's say they're successful. Let's say they do get a jinn to actually make this person's life a living hell. Bro, their life isn't the only one that's going to be a living hell. Like, the person who made the curse, the person who got the jinn's help in the first place, bro, they're going to be cursed as well. They're going to have a living hell in this world and in the next, bro. And like, I'm not going to say names here, but I know some people. I know some people who they were together and the male ended up cheating on the female. She had kids. Okay, they had kids together.
Yo, why you gotta air out Rami's dirty laundry, bro?
Damn,
no,
man.
bro, for real, this is real talk, real talk. All right, so, and I'm keeping names out because I want to be respectful to the people who are in this story. Okay, so you have this man and this woman, they had kids together. The man cheats on the woman. All right, now, when this all happened, the woman felt so much anger and so much hatred towards the man that she actually went with her mom to what would you guys call them? What would you classify them? A black magician? It sounds like some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Y'all remember Yu-Gi-Oh? Y'all remember? Bro, a side note, I almost went to jail for Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
What?
Yeah, because let's just say they caught me doing something that was haram, and for lack of better words, I was stealing, and I almost went to jail for that. I was stealing cards, bro.
Oh my god!
I was trying to get all the best cards, but anyways, what would y'all call the people who like practice them? Like black magicians, witch doctors,
witches, bro. Witches.
All right, so the woman goes
Bruja.
with her mother. Una bruja, bro. That's a witch in Spanish. But the woman goes with her mother to this bruja, and she basically has the bruja set a curse on the man. All right, so like Rami said, this is jinns. These are jinns that are actually being called upon to work here, and it's crazy because I've seen this video on YouTube where this guy was like explaining it perfectly, where it's like the bruja, the witch, the person who's conducting the curse will literally like have to gather like a whole bunch of different things throughout like a span of a few days, and will also make the person that's like wanting to get the curse set on so-and-so person will make them either acquire certain things or do something that's humiliating. And it's like at the end of that whole thing, yes, the jinn is doing what the bruja is making the jinn do, but the one submitting to the bruja, or the one submitting to the jinn, is the bruja and the person that's asking the bruja to make the curse. Bro, why are you laughing? Because I keep saying bruja.
Yes, sir.
Yo, but real talk, right? So you have the mother and this woman. They go to the bruja, and they basically ask the bruja to set a curse on the man, the one who cheated on her. All right. So for the next 20 years, all right, for the next 20 years, this man has had nothing but bad things happen in his life. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to say names or any details, but this guy literally told me that he's always felt like after him and that woman broke up, that like there was this black cloud. I was gonna say black nube, which is cloud in Spanish, but like this black cloud over his head. What you laughing at, bro? That's my native tongue.
I was thinking, you know how we're gonna write Jinn, witchcraft, exorcism, whatever in the topic. We'll just add another comment.
Jinn,
right? Spanish lessons.
Yes. So he told me that for like the past 20 years, he had been experiencing almost like this black cloud over his head, where it's like anything that was bad that could happen would happen. And then what's crazy, is that the woman actually had a very brief period of time where she felt good, she felt free, she felt happy. But yo, what do they say when it's like when this is a side note here, but what do they say when like you quote unquote sell your soul to the devil? It's like he gives you temporary gratification, temporary rewards, temporary happiness, or something like that, and then he strips it away from you because it was an illusion, it wasn't real to begin with, right? And bro, like this woman, for a few years, she felt good, only to then have that same black cloud that this man talked about. Now she has it too. So now, bro, it's been going on like 25, 26 years. And they still have that same thing that they're experiencing. So look at that. This person wanted to curse this other person because of what he did. And now this person ended up cursing the both of them.
That's tough, man. And I've heard. So really quick.
Go on, bro. Go on.
I've heard in Islam that if you curse somebody and it doesn't fall on them, it falls back on you. It's tough. That's scary. That's a scary thought, man.
It is scary, bro.
Major L.
Big L.
All I had to say was, bro, is bruja feminine? How do you say a male, bro? Brojo?
Brujo. But brujo. I mean, I've never heard brujo. But I mean, I guess you could technically say brujo. You gotta roll that R. Let me hear you roll the R, bro. Come on, bro. You speak Arabic. Roll the R.
Come on, bro. Patreon and OnlyFans, link in the description. Why are we giving all these gems away for free on YouTube?
Bro. Come on, man. You're teasing them, bro. You're making them all wet.
I ain't teasing them, bro. But last week when Rami had he was telling him to take out the nipple, bro, that was teasing.
What are you talking about? That was like 30 minutes ago.
What's last week for them, bro?
Nah, bro. They know. They know.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing, bro. Like in the other video, you were also standing in that same exact position.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny, bro? If they're watching this video and they're probably like, damn, bro, they literally filmed 2 episodes, not even moving, no change of clothes, same location, same time. And then they watch for the next 3 months. And it's the same thing. And they're like, damn, bro, how many episodes did they film?
Coordination right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, Rami, anything you want to add to that whole topic? Any other terms or topics or themes that you think are relevant to this? So far, we talked about shaitan or Satan or the devil. We talked about shayateen, Jinn. We talked about a little bit about witchcraft, black magic, kala jadoo, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Just quickly to add, there's something called Hasad. And Hasad is a type of envy where, you know, like you look at someone and like, we're not talking about us. We're talking about, you know, low life, beta, pathetic people that look at people who have good things and they become envious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I had that, right? Hasad is another level of that. It's not only do I want what you have, but I don't want you to have it. I want to have what you have and I don't want you to have it. I want you to be like low and pathetic and all this stuff. That's Hasad. And I don't want to talk about things I don't know about. I believe it does have things to do with the Jinn. It's a disease of the heart that you have, but I believe Hasad actually has like implications on another person's life. It's called evil eye, right? And if you give the person the evil eye, something bad may happen in their life, and you have to do Ruqyah Sharia to get rid of that. And like the Jinn are involved in that as well. But my knowledge on it stops there, so I don't want to go any further on that.
Yeah, guys, Nazar is a real thing. That's the term for evil eye.
Nazar,
yeah. It's Urdu, Hindi, Bengali, whatever you guys want to do.
Is it Nazir?
Nazr. That's what I would say. Or Nazar, you could say. Nazar.
The D is silent.
The D is Z.
What?
Nazar.
Nazed.
Where are you getting
What are you
D,
saying, bro?
Why you got all these D's just all
bro?
all over the
I
place,
don't know,
bro?
man. I don't know. It is shaitan.
Oh, billah. طيب.
Nazar, bro, like say buzzer with an N.
Buzzer.
With an N.
Nazar.
There you go.
Yeah, mashallah. Perfect. Nazar.
Nazar.
All right. That's all I got, man.
All right, guys.
All right. Can I wrap
Anghel,
it?
man, I feel like they're waiting on something for you.
I feel like I'm waiting for something from myself as well. I don't know what it is.
All right, man. This time, we gonna let you close.
I'm gonna close.
All right.
I don't know how to
Recite
say
Surat Al-Fatiha, bro. I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm gonna put you on blast just like I did before, bro. It's beautiful. Come on, bro. It is what it is. Ain't nobody care. You're
Mini shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen.
I mean,
damn, bro. MashaAllah. Bro, Rami looked like he had a hard time just staying silent there, bro.
no, I was smiling, man. It made me happy, mashallah.
I know you were admiring, bro. It just brings joy to my heart, bro.
Bro, I was gonna say it in a rhythm, but you got me a little nervous.
Ooh. All right, guys. With that being said, hope y'all enjoyed his Quran recitation. If you made it this far, type in Surah Al-Fatiha. Until next time, it's your boys T3M.
It's not that you can't pray or you don't need to pray. Be straight up, be honest, be a man, be a woman, say it with your chest. You don't want to pray. And that's okay to feel like that sometimes, but you have to understand that's a problem. As we always say, the biggest problem a person can have is not knowing they have a problem to begin with. As long as you acknowledge it's an issue, then you can start to work on it.